Over the past few weeks, there have been a lot of different cosmetics that have been added to the Halo Infinite customization menu that players should expect to see very soon. And in today's video, I wanted to take a look at pretty much every single one of these new items and predict sort of how they'll arrive in the game. Now, some of these we do already have an answer. We know they'll be a part of bundles or an upcoming event, but there is also quite a lot here that we're not entirely sure on. Anyway, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new here. I really do appreciate it, and it really does help the channel out. But without wasting any more of your time, let's jump straight in. We're going to start off with armor coatings, and right now there is a total of 5 new ones that have recently been added. The first of these is the Black Sands armor coating for the Eagle Strike Core. Now, I'm assuming this will come in a bundle with the 4 Black Sands vehicle coatings. You will get this for the Armor Core, the Warthog, the Razorback, the Rocket Hog, and the Scorpion. This is a legendary coating. Overall, it's a pretty basic one. It's made up of mostly a black color. On the vehicles, all of the glass panels have this red tint, which does look pretty nice. I'll show the vehicle coatings off properly later when I get to that section of the video, but overall, the armor coating is fine. I do like this one. I am a big fan of the dark grey sort of black armor coatings. Whether or not this will be one I pick up, I'm not too sure, but it is a pretty decent coating. Next up, we have Citron White. This is for the Mark 7 core, and it will be free as a part of the Yappening event, which should start September 6th. It's this lime green coating with white, orange, and black details on here. My only problem is that it is another asymmetrical one. One of the shoulder pads is white and the other one is green. I would prefer it if they were both the same colour. I know a lot of people are a big fan of the asymmetrical ones, and I do like some of them. I just feel like every new coating that has been coming out recently has seemed to have included sort of some asymmetrical detail or extra details that feel a bit unnecessary. This is still a coating I like though, and one that I might just use. And it's even better when you consider that it's free. The next coating is Mystic Meringue. This will probably come to the shop during the Yappening event. It's this cotton candy ice cream looking coating. It's very bright and colourful, and again it is another asymmetrical one. This time on the legs though, one of the legs has the colours flipped compared to the other one, which is a bit of an odd choice. This isn't a coating that I would use personally, but I have a feeling the bundle this will be included in will be very popular. This is the one that will come with the holographic rabbit ears, but again I will show them off later on. The next coating is Smoky Ghost. This is a black, orange and white coating. Again, having asymmetrical details. The shoulders and knee pads are asymmetric, with the ones on the right side having more orange and the ones on the left side having more black. It is a nice coating overall. I just think I'd prefer it if it wasn't asymmetrical. This should also be coming in a bundle that will come with a new visor and also a stance. The final coating that we'll be looking at is Opulent Bronze. This is this bronze coating that is quite shiny and has these sort of neon cyan details. This will also be coming in a bundle with an armor effect and a stance. It's a pretty solid coating, but again, for some reason is asymmetrical. For me, I think it would be better if it didn't have the neon details. I don't dislike them, but it would have been nice to just have this pure bronze coating. Now, moving over to the visors, there is a lot that are here. First of all, we've got Parasite Ichor, which is this really weird yellow one. It's definitely quite a bright one, and this will be an ultimate reward over the course of the Yappening event, so this visor will be unlocked for free. The next visor is the Frost Visor. Interestingly, this one says it was released during Season 1, but I don't recall this one ever being released. I could be mistaken, but I've never seen this visor before. It's sort of a silver colour with a blue tint. The next visor is Free Hugs. This one will also be free as a part of the Yappening event. So overall, we've already seen a few cosmetics that will be a part of this, and they're looking pretty good. And there's even more yet to come. This next visor is Fateful Kinetics. This is a silver and purple one. It's got this weird pattern going on, and I actually really like this one. A lot of these visors I don't think are a part of bundles, so they'll probably be sold individually on the shop, so 343 can try and constantly push out something new every week. I reckon they'll all be sold from between 300 to 400 depending on rarity. I know rarity doesn't really mean anything within the game, but it's usually what determines the price of a lot of these items. And if the past visors that have been added are anything to go off, the epic ones tend to cost about 300, with legendary probably costing 400. The next visor is Harvest Turquoise, and this is probably my favourite new one that's coming out. It's just a plain, really nice green visor with no details or anything like that. And yeah, this one's solid. This will definitely be one that I probably acquired, depending on the price or depending on how you acquire it. I really like this one. I love green visors anyway, and the fact that this one doesn't sort of have any extra details, I think makes it nicer in my opinion. After that, we have the Icicle Falls visor. This is pretty similar to Frost, but with a different pattern. Again, it's sort of a silvery colour with a blue tint. Royal Prelate is the next visor, and straight away you can see the sort of resemblance to the Covenant. It's got these purple hexagons, and we know this will be a part of the Smoky Ghost bundle. This will be the visor that is included with that coating. It is a super nice visor, and I love how it does sort of remind you of the Covenant. This next one is a pretty unique one, and that is the Anderson Knights visor. It is this neon pink one. I know we have had another neon pink and purple one before, but this one is quite different when you consider its pattern and the way everything's laid out. It has a super cool looking visor. It's really going to stand out on the battlefield. And we have a few more of these neon ones, with the next one being Echelon Ecto. I may have pronounced that wrong, I'm not too sure. This is a neon green visor, and again, it looks pretty cool. It has a similar pattern to that one that was free in the Eagle Strike event, but of course being made up of a different completely colour and being this neon visor. It's another one that is really going to stand out. The next neon visor is Scarlet Hunter, this neon red visor. I'm sick of saying the word neon. This one will be an ultimate reward, I believe, in one of the last few weeks of the season. It will be for the final Eagle Strike week. I could be mistaken, but I think that's when this one releases. It's super cool, and I'm excited to see how this will look properly on my Kerberos helmet. Blood of Doisak is the next visor, and this one is pretty unique. It's got this sort of square pattern going on, being made up of a reddish colour. Overall, the colour and design does make this visor look pretty brutish and something that belongs to the Banished. This final visor I could see being a pretty popular one, and that is Slipstream Void. It's this black one, but it is quite a shiny one. Definitely a cool visor, as most of these are. I don't really think that I dislike any of these upcoming visors. Some are definitely more basic, but for the most part they all kind of stand out, and a lot of them feel super unique. I do think the vast majority of these will release on their own in the shop. Some of them probably will be a part of bundles. We know a couple of them are. We know a few are ultimate rewards, and some will be coming out for free. But I do reckon that the vast majority will be added to the shop as individual items, costing between 200 to 400 each. So these will be things that we definitely see on upcoming shop videos. But anyway, there is still a lot more to talk about over the course of this video, as there has been a lot of cosmetics that have been added to the game recently, as I've already said. First of all, we have the Plone Gloves. These are pretty basic, and I believe we know that these are going to be a part of a shop bundle. It will be these gloves with an emblem, and they'll probably cost 200 credits. Although I'm not a huge fan of these gloves because of their basic design, I reckon a lot of people will probably like these ones and might definitely pick them up if the price is fair enough. Next up, we can talk about the new armor effects in a bit more detail. We have the Marling Tea Bucket, which is the bunny ears and will be coming with the Mystic Meringue coating. Because these are an armor effect, it means players will be able to wear them with the cat ears, which will create something truly cursed on the battlefield. I don't really have an issue with these. They're not something I'm going to use or something I'm going to buy, but I have no problem with them being in the game. I reckon the bundle will probably cost about 1,000 credits. Coatings can sometimes range in terms of price, but armor effects on their own tend to cost 500. So I reckon somewhere between 800 to 1,000 is a pretty realistic assumption. Obviously, there'll more than likely be an emblem of some sort and maybe some other extra things. I'm not entirely sure. These are the only two things that I know are definitely a part of the bundle, and if that is the case, I reckon 800 to 1,000 is a pretty safe assumption. I honestly hope it's a little bit less, but I don't think it will be. The next armor effect is the Floral Chungus one, which means Big Chungus is now canon in Halo. It adds these bright and colourful flowers that sort of flash up around your shoulders. This will come with the Opulent Bronze coating, and again, I reckon this will cost a similar price, ranging between 800 to 1,000 credits, maybe a bit more if it does include anything else. Both of these will probably be added over the course of the Yappening event. I'm assuming Mystic Meringue will come within 1 week and the other one will come during the other. They will more than likely be the big bundles of the week, of course not containing the actual armor, but they'll be the most expensive ones containing the sort of flashiest items, the ones that people will actually buy. We have a new helmet attachment coming out for one of the Rakshasa helmets, and this is the Quillhawk attachment. This will be free at tier 5 over the Yappening event. Because this is a helmet attachment, it means you can actually still wear it with your Neon Mohawk, and just have these two Mohawks sort of clipped together. This is an item that I'm not really bothered about, but I definitely see quite a few people using this. This will probably be one of the most popular items from the Yappening event. A lot of the other things that I'm going to be talking about are also a part of the Yappening event, like the Platinum Marigold Assault Rifle and Sidekick coatings. These are pretty basic, being made up of a sort of yellow and whitish colour. They're fine, I do kind of like them, but I don't think they're ones that I would use. As free coatings, they are solid, and I do think they are going to be relatively popular, especially amongst those that don't necessarily want to spend any money on the game. It's just a shame that a lot of the free coatings we've been receiving have been for the same few weapons. It's usually the assault rifle, the sidekick, or the battle rifle. It'd be nice to see some new ones for some of the power weapons. What's wrong with having this coating for the rocket launcher or the bulldog? While we're on the topic of weapons, there's also 2 new weapon charms. We have the A Banana charm, which is a free one, a part of the yappening event. It's just a banana on the side of your weapon. If you're a big fan of Despicable Me and love the minions, then I can see this one being just right for you. I've already made that joke in my yappening video. We also have the Doge weapon charm, which is more than likely going to be a very popular one. I can see a lot of people definitely spending the 200 to 300 credits to cop this one. Any weapon you pick up that's been dropped by another player will probably have the Doge weapon charm attached to it. This next one was added but then taken out, which is quite mysterious. It is just an emblem, but it's of a brand new AI. So this is something that is pretty interesting. Now, I'm not going to be talking about all of the new emblems because quite frankly I don't find them that interesting, but this is of a brand new AI that is not yet in the game, and it was added but then taken out only 2 days later. It doesn't even have a proper name yet, it's just a bunch of digits. So let me know your theories about this one. It looks banished, it looks like it's going to be a new banished AI, and I reckon it will either be a part of the next battle pass or something that we see released on the store. Speaking of AIs, there's a brand new AI colour. This again will be free as a part of the yappening event, and that's the Erdy Tyrene one. It's this bluish green colour, it's fine, it's pretty basic, nothing I'm really that bothered about. We also have 3 new stances, the Supermodel stance, which will be a part of one of the new shop bundles, the Point of Pride stance, which will also be in the shop bundle. I think this is the one that comes with Smoky Ghost, and Supermodel comes with the other coating, the Opulent Bronze one. And Captain's Pride is the final one, and this one will be free with the new event. I definitely see a lot of people using this one because it's an energy sword stance. Most people tend to find them cool, and again, it's going to be free. The final things I want to talk about are some of the new vehicle coatings. We have the Banana Bombshell set, which will be available for every vehicle. It's these bright yellow vehicle coatings, and yeah, as I said, you get it for every single vehicle. There's also the Hammerhead Wasp. This is an upcoming Twitch drop. This was added a little while ago, and I said in my Twitch drop leaks videos that I think this one will be a Twitch drop, but that has now been confirmed, and this will be coming out soon. And then there's also the Black Sands coatings. As I mentioned, you get this for the Warthog, the Razorback, the Rocket Hog, and the Scorpion. This will be a bundle that comes with the next Eagle Strike event. I reckon a lot of these new items will be coming out over the course of the yappening. Some of the more basic ones will probably come out next week, but then the vast majority will be coming out over the 2-week yappening period. Before we do close things up today, there's actually 2 other items which I didn't mention, which I'd argue are pretty important, so I'll go over those now. The first of these is the Entropy of Spring kill effect. This is another free item. It's the first free kill effect, and it will be a part of the yappening event. Upon death, this sort of green smoke cloud appears, and it has different sort of rabbit face effects. This is the one that really shows yappening was clearly supposed to be an Easter event that got delayed. We also have the Beyond the Burrow effect set. This will probably be a shop one, and it has the same sort of green and purple smoke. These are both pretty cool items, and it's good to see that we're getting a free kill effect that every player will have access to. But anyway, that is every single new cosmetic, excluding emblems and backdrops, that have been added to Halo Infinite over the past couple of weeks that have yet to be released. So we'll probably see most of these come to the shop, and the rest will either be ultimate rewards or free as a part of events. Some of them are pretty cool, and I'm super excited to see them finally get added. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Will you be picking any of these up? Are you excited for yappening? Are you excited for some of these upcoming cosmetics? I'm curious to see what you all have to say. But thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.